Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the show. So, as usual, it's always a delight to be with you to bring you all the hot juice and stories in the country. Thank you very much for joining us. So, beginning this evening, we hear or heard that we have arrested thousands, they didn't say hundreds, thousands of Boko Haram members in Lagos State. This is according to the commander of CJTF, Sanda. Thousands of Boko Haram members or suspects. In fact, they didn't say suspects, they said members in Lagos State. That means this matter don't critical. It don't serious well. We go look at them and the security implication, right? And especially considering how we do our things for Nigeria. And by the way, today's show is going to be very interactive. So I want us to be able to interact. I've already posted the link on the pinned post on the comment section and it's already pinned. So make sure say you just join us quickly. We could begin talk about this matter then because the matter will concern us now waiting to affect all of us one by one. And then interestingly, gunmen don't attack Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan residents for inside her hometown for Kogi State. Waiting be the idea. Remember, say Akpabio withdraw all her security details from her. Remember that a lot of people they talk say input her line on the line of danger when he do that thing. Say input her life for danger as in commot all her security details. And just so you know now, then don't attack her. We will go back to 2019, 2018 when she contested election together with Yahaya Bello and how they also threatened her and how there were several attacks on her. They even burnt down her house at that time. They burned her house at that time. We go look at that incident and to look at the kind of danger where person will be say they mingle with politicians for Nigeria they go through. That's now one of the things we could look at. But let's also look at other issues. Other issues that we may have to look at. Assassins came to my father. Assassins came for Oyedepo. He was staring at them in the face like this, but they could not see him. Because within Holy Spirit blind their eye. They not see him. Who talk this one? Oyedepo's daughter. Well, it's just on the side though. It's not like it's one of the serious gist we have. Reps committee considers new date as Rivers Sole Administrator seeks postponement of oversight function. Remember, say they ask administrator, say, Oga, Reps, say, come they report to us. Okay? Now, in can tell rep, say, excuse me, sir, excuse me, uncle I beg, no vex, eh? Because this one where you say make the report to you, it be like say I no get chance. I be make I the report on her. It be like say I no get chance, eh? Can I see you when I can? Right? Okay. Then we'll also look at other issues. We'll look at the fact that till now, INEC is yet to recognize Nenadi Usman as the chairman of Labour Party because Abure name still there as chairman of Labour Party. What's in the implication? What make I want raise this matter now as PDP Governors Forum don't tell Atiku Abubakar say they don't believe in for the coalition when they do. Him now Atiku don't accuse them say them be spoilers. That the PDP governors are deliberately there to back Tinubu to help destroy PDP and back Tinubu. So could INEC also be working for Tinubu? That's now matter for another time. We'll go see look at that issue in the course of the conversation because if you like say everything they work together against the Nigerian people, and that's why it's important for us to look at that matter. And then we get other matters and we'll go look at too for inside the show. As we hear say one person will be saying yes, some wicked ally. He go through box today, through punch today. Bayelsa lawmaker, yes, some wicked ally. He exchange blows as tension day for inside the state concerning whether we can go visit or we cannot go visit. The thing don't cause a lot of tension and the quarrel then throw blow and they throw punch. I go let you in on that punch where they throw and all that. Well, welcome to the show and these and other matters now we're going to discuss for inside the show this evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much and welcome to the show. This is Updates with Precious. And it's always a pleasure to be with you and bring you all of these updates and things that happen for inside the country. Yeah. So let's get started with the conversation one step at a time. So on the conversation this evening, first we did tell you that interestingly, unknown gunmen today, Tuesday, stormed the family house of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan in Ihime in Okehi local government area of Kogi State. Now, sources familiar with the incident say these attackers arrived around 1 a.m. Saying that around 1 a.m., now these people will attack her house, arrive. And as they arrive her house around 1 a.m., saying that so, then begin open fire. Itatatata. And carry, some of them carry machete, some of them carry different things, then begin scatter things, right? So they said that when they arrived around 1 a.m. early this morning, armed with cutlasses. Imagine coming to somebody's house 1 a.m. That is the midnight when the person is supposed to be asleep, right? As you may say, the person in the house. They were armed with cutlasses and guns, damaging parts of the building, smashing windows, and causing panic in the area. At least 3 men were said to have been involved in the attack. At least 3 men were said to have been involved in that attack. Now, after Senator Natasha's chief security officer, Yakubu Obanja, informed the appropriate security agencies and officers from the Okehi police station, and they rushed to the scene to at least take care of the situation. The reason behind the attack is still unknown. And Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan has not released an official statement yet. She never talked anything yet. Now, the lawmaker who is representing Kogi Central District in the Senate has been in the news lately, of course, following her sexual harassment claim against Akpabio, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. According to Zagazola Makama, the police are still trying to figure out what motivated the attackers. What thing go don't motivate these people who attack them? May they even enter in house? And who are they working for, and who they're responsible for sending them down. Although nobody was hurt and no suspect has been arrested yet, nobody was arrested yet. Security officials are reported to have launched a preliminary investigation. How far will that investigation go? We do not know. Now, you do know that Natasha has faced a lot of issue recently because of she and the Yahaya Bello issue. You know, she, if I not be just the Yahaya Bello issue itself, she and Godswill Akpabio. Remember that she also accused Yahaya Bello of joining hands in cahoots with Godswill Akpabio to assassinate her. She said that herself. She said there is a threat to assassinate her, and that threat is together with Godswill Akpabio. Before I bring you this recent gist and this threat to assassinate her, remember also, say when she contested election sometime in 2019 and all that, she herself don't face a lot of bullying and booing for inside the state. Where it be say her house, they say they even burn her house for inside Kogi State at that time, right? During the election. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the exact date when that thing happened. Yeah, because that time she contested the election with Yahaya Bello, and her house was burnt. Her house was fingered. In fact, they even rush her out. They call her Ole, Ole, Ole. They even call her prostitute. You know, so she faced those encounters those period. One of the ones we happened that period, and when it be say she been say she go a stakeholders meeting where it be saying INEC even put up that stakeholders meeting. INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu was there. The then CP, the Commissioner of Police of Kogi State, was in that meeting in a hotel where they called for that stakeholders meeting. You know how you want to hold election and you call for stakeholders meeting really during elections, right? That was what, and I'm waiting happened that period. So INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu there for that meeting. And what did they call him? The commissioner of police there for that meeting. And these young men carry machete and gun and all that, just like this incident, attacked her just by the door of the hotel. According to her, she said the INEC chairman no do anything, he no come out because say, oh, waiting be that will happen. The police commissioner no talk anything. And she precisely said at that time, when that thing happened in 2019, that it was Yahaya Bello who was responsible for that incident now. Who could be responsible for this one now? What happened this time around? That's the question where a lot of people they ask. Make I give you that video of that incident where it happened, that's 2019. Make you watch them again so that you go fit know, make you fit marry, what if it don't happen to her right now, and who feel they responsible for what happened to her today, for inside her house, for her village,
in
for
Lokoja.
Kogi State. Make you begin watching.
I was
so as these things
attacked and harassed by the APC thugs. There were lots of policemen. There were over 500 men from the security agencies in different uniforms. I recognized SARS, the police, and civil defense, and many others. The place was heavily, how do I put it? There were a lot of military men around. And as I approached the hall, I saw some young men in mufti. Obviously, they were thugs. Some of them had the GYB t-shirts on them. And then the first attack was a verbal assault. The man calling me a prostitute. He said, there comes the prostitute. Look at Natasha Ashewo. Natasha Ashewo, get out. You are not wanted here. And I smiled. I kept on walking. As I approached the entrance of the door, and one of the thugs pulled at my handbag, and a policeman next to me just shoved it off him. And then another behind came and pushed me to the floor. And I tried to stand up. Maybe we should cut it off. I don't want to cry. Then I stood up. I stood up. I tried to get my balance. And they were all shouting that is GYB 4x4. That what right did I have to contest? That I was not going to participate. I was not going to go into the hall. And this happened just outside the door. So as I stood up, I adjusted my clothes and I tried walking towards the door. And some group, about 5 of these dogs, just ran in front of the door, holding onto the door. I said, no, she's not going to enter. We're not going to let her in. She's not welcome here. She's a prostitute. And I looked at the faces. This, what hurts me most is Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the Commissioner of Police. They were all in the hall and they all heard. And none of them came out to stop. They were also, right there outside, just beside me, opposite, on all sides, were just the policemen holding guns. Not one of them stopped these dogs or came to my rescue. They were just booing at me. And I had to walk out. I didn't go, they just walked me out of the place. And I was in the car for a while. I called on the DSS, the director of DSS in Kogi State. And I told him what happened. He said he already knew. And that he was surprised why and disappointed why none of the security agencies could stop the thugs. I even saw, let me tell you this, I even saw one of them wielding, he was trying to pull out a knife. He raised his shirt and put his hand in. I saw the shiny part of the blade right there in the middle of the police, the security agencies. I did not see the army. I know the army uniform, I didn't see, no, the army wasn't there. So I called the Commissioner of Police and I told him, sir, I was just attacked right outside the venue while you were in there. He said he's not aware of anything. Right, he just feigned ignorance. And I kept on telling him, I said he couldn't hear me and he cut off the line. That was the Commissioner of Police right there. So I still started the car. And then I got to know that one of my drivers was attacked as well because I went in my convoy and he sustained injuries in the head. So they've taken him to the hospital. And one of my campaign vehicles was later vandalized because the thugs, when they chased me out, when they booed me, they walked towards, and when they saw my vehicle, they attacked my vehicle. And then I'm also aware now that the SDP chairman of Kogi State was beaten up. I don't know, but I was told that he was beaten up because he stood up at the venue and objected to the fact that the meeting was continuing, that if the meeting was one which was against violence and for the promotion of peace, then what happened out there to his own candidate was against the conduct of the meeting. And when he spoke, the next thing he stepped out of the hall and these same thugs lynched him right in front of the police and nobody did anything. So this brings a lot of worry and it raises the question again of security in Kogi State. And how prepared are we for the elections that is just a few days away? If this can happen to me, a candidate, and we ask ourselves, and for Nigerians watching, this is real. I'm not just putting this up. Everybody witnessed what happened. Everyone witnessed what happened. And if we keep quiet in the face of this, then it can happen to anyone. Yahya Bello is wrong. And APC Kogi chapter is taking it too far. We have decent people. And we have decent people, educated individuals who want to participate in politics for the advancement of our state. And we shouldn't be treated
apologies, please. Apologies, forgive me. So this was her political party then, saying that this was APC. This was APC's responsibility as far back as 2019. This was her party saying that this was APC's responsibility as far back as 2019. Now, reading through there's a press statement that was released by the party she contested in as far back as 2019 after such an incident also happened. Or after such incident happened for that 2019 too, where B said they also burned her house. There was an arson assassination. There was all sorts of arson attempts and all sorts of stuff like that happened in 2019 when that happened. Remember, then her party then released a statement saying that we wish to bring to the notice of the general public of the recent threats, arson, maiming, intimidation, and arrest of our supporters in Kogi Central. In recent, it is pertinent to state that the government of the day, after series of attempts to frame our senatorial candidates on false charges and incarcerate her, is now planning to assassinate our senatorial candidate, Barrister Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. Then she was Natasha Akpoti. This was as far back as 2019. As far back as 2019, this happened then. It was as far back as 2019. This happened. Now, following this report they released that time, as the matter happened, they can't say the week preceding the postponement or the postponed election on the 16th of February 2019 had series of unprecedented escalated violence unleashed on the communities and our supporters across Kogi Central Senatorial District. The APC-led government of Kogi State, and sadly, that it is caused or led by caused by the APC-led government of Kogi State, and sadly, in collaboration with the security agencies, especially the Nigerian police. So if you watch that video again, you go hear when she talk and say the Nigerian police been they part of this thing what happened to her. That the Nigerian police was part of what has happened to her. Please, if you can hear me, kindly specify. I think the volume is okay now. That the Nigerian police, because how can the Nigerian police commissioner, the Kogi State Police Commissioner, be there and this thing happened and he did not do anything? Mahmoud Yakubu, the then INEC chairman, was there. He also did not act at that incident that happened to her. This one we played in 2019. And the same thing now don't they happen to her again. They don't invade her home, try to burn her home. The same thing don't they happen again. Now, quoting that family, they said burning of the house of Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan that happened. He said on Friday, 5th of February 2019, at about 6:30 p.m., some armed hoodlums led by the Okehi local government administrator, Honorable Abdurrahim Okehi, under the instructions of Kogi State Governor Alhaji Yahaya Bello, raided the family house of SDP senatorial candidate, because now under SDP she did then, and now under SDP she contest then. That they led to that saying that these people lead to her house and they tried to assassinate her and burn her house. Then in 2019, they said that they raided the family house of the SDP senatorial candidate, Senator Barrister Natasha Akpoti, on Oride Obeiba, Okehi local government area of the state. And they said they even unjustly arrested some of her members. Now, today again, that same kind of incident will play out about Natasha for 2019. Don't play out again now. I had to bring this to your knowledge so that on I could see the things then where they happen for inside the state. So could it be an incident or coincidence that she faced this kind of fate in 2019? Could it also be a coincidence that she had accused your Senate president alongside the governor and including the former governor Yahaya Bello of having plans to kill her or assassinate her? And then people come talk, say, because of them to assassinate her, say it is very unhealthy, right? As this thing happened after this action, immediately, no, they raid her home, then cause this kind of problem for her home. She said it herself. This happened in 2019. It don't they happen now again. What kind of, let's listen to her again. This is far back as 2019. Let's listen to her again. They will come back and remind you of where she was accusing the Senate president and Yahaya Bello of assassination attempt. Where make Yahaya Bello don't go talk to IGP now. So make them persecute her. Akpabio too don't go tell IGP. Make them persecute her. All of them, they tell IGP, make IGP persecute her. But have they now seen that there may be actually a sinister plan, an underground plan to assassinate her? Because why then was her home attacked? Why didn't go attack her house? Why didn't go attack her residence? Smash windows with gun and machetes. If she was at home, waiting for happen. If they had met her at home, what would have happened? Waiting for be the incident, waiting for be the matter today. Maybe they could just say, "Oh, Natasha don't die." Then the investigation will just disappear for the middle of the road.
in
Make we watch
Lokoja.
her when she talk am again. They will go to some
I
incidents where
was
connect
attacked and
academy to
harassed
some
by the
incidents
APC
like this.
thugs. There were lots of policemen. There were over 500 men from the security agencies in different uniforms. I recognized SARS, the police, and civil defense, and many others. The place was heavily, how do I put it? There were a lot of military men around. And as I approached the hall, I saw some young men in mufti. Obviously, they were thugs. Some of them had the GYB t-shirts on them. And then the first attack was a verbal assault. The man calling me a prostitute. He said, "There comes the prostitute. Look at Natasha Ashewo. Natasha Ashewo, get out. You are not wanted here." And I smiled. I kept on walking. As I approached the entrance of the door, and one of the thugs pulled at my handbag, and a policeman next to me just shoved it off him. And then another behind came and pushed me to the floor. And I tried to stand up. Maybe we should cut it off. I don't want to cry. Then I tried to... I stood up. I tried to get my balance. And they were all shouting that is GYB 4x4. That what right did I have to contest? That I was not going to participate. I was not going to go into the hall. And this happened just outside the door. So as I stood up, I adjusted my clothes and I tried walking towards the door. And some group, about 5 of these thugs, just ran in front of the door, holding onto the door. I said, "No, she's not going to enter. We're not going to let her in. She's not welcome here. She's a prostitute." And I looked at the faces. This, what hurts me most is Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the Commissioner of Police. They were all in the hall and they all heard. And none of them came out to stop. They were also, right there outside, just beside me, opposite, on all sides, were just the policemen holding guns. Not one of them stopped these thugs or came to my rescue. They were just booing at me. And I had to walk out. I didn't go, they just walked me out of the place. And I was in the car for a while. I called on the DSS, the director of DSS in Kogi State. And I told him what happened. He said he already knew. And that he was surprised why and disappointed why none of the security agencies could stop the thugs. I even saw, let me tell you this, I even saw one of them wielding. He was trying to pull out a knife. He raised his shirt and put his hand in. I saw the shiny part of the blade right there in the middle of the police, the security agencies. I did not see the army. I know the army uniform. I didn't see, no, the army wasn't there. So I called the Commissioner of Police and I told him, "Sir, I was just attacked right outside the venue while you were in there." He said he's not aware of anything. Right, he just feigned ignorance. And I kept on telling him, I said he couldn't hear me and he cut off the line. That was the Commissioner of Police right there. So I still sat in the car. And then I got to know that one of my drivers was attacked as well, because I went in my convoy and he sustained injuries in the head. So they've taken him to the hospital. And one of my campaign vehicles was later vandalized because the thugs, when they chased me out, when they booed me, they walked towards, and when they saw my vehicle, they attacked my vehicle. And then I'm also aware now that the SDP chairman of Kogi State was beaten up. I don't know, but I was told that he was beaten up because he stood up at the venue and objected to the fact that the meeting was continuing, that if the meeting was one which was against violence and for the promotion of peace, then what happened out there to his own candidate was against the conduct of the meeting. And when he spoke, the next thing he stepped out of the hall and these same thugs lynched him right in front of the police and nobody did anything. So this brings a lot of worry and it raises the question again of security in Kogi State. And how prepared are we for the elections that is just a few days away? If this can happen to me, a candidate, and we ask ourselves, and for Nigerians watching, this is real. I'm not just putting this up. Everybody witnessed what happened. Everyone witnessed what happened. And if we keep quiet in the face of this, then it can happen to anyone. Yahya Bello is wrong. And APC Kogi chapter is taking it too far. We have decent people. And these are people, we have decent people, educated individuals who want to participate in politics for the advancement of our state. And we shouldn't be treated this way.
say that this now waiting happened to her as far back as 2019 when she be the contest against Yahaya Bello as Yahaya Bello now got for inside the state, and this happened to her then in 2019. Is it surprising and shocking that this same thing is happening now again? The question and the answer to a lot of people are saying a capital no, because you know this shocking and surprising. Say this kind of thing they happen again to her. Remember, say it did the time when it be say, you know, as a matter of fact, a lot of things today to talk about this Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan matter, because people don't they tell us say people wish they fight with are very, very, very tough men, because uh, Yahaya Bello na man will be saying a degree. And the Senate president too, na man will be say he won't say people like say hold on tight, because if you remember there was a time when one Umore death happened when it be said then the matter David Hundeyi be investigate the matter that time, and he even fingered the Senate president then in that case. If you guys remember, and then the Senate president then had even threatened that he was going to sue. That's the incident there. The Senate president then had threatened that he was going to sue. Then he wasn't the Senate president. He had threatened that he was going to sue David Hundeyi. If you remember that young girl then, where her name Nancy Kakomore or so, if I remember her name. Let me see if I will have footages, publications that have her footage in it. Yes. So you remember that young lady, this young girl exactly. Where go find job till today? That case of that boy way killer will never still see that boy. In fact, when he come out, when they been the interview am from prison, then the boy was looking fresh and feeling fresh and feeling alive. People going to see who they give am life. Remember this case now, so you can see Omare mother, Niger Delta minister Akpabio threatens journalists Hundeyi with lawsuit. I don't know whether that lawsuit eventually happened. I don't know whether the lawsuit see the light of day. I don't know what happened to the lawsuit and all that. Now these are the caliber of people we be say Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan they get problem with, and with this kind of wahala, how do you think that Natasha can even succeed? You think say she go fit succeed? Remember that people expert be not talk and say that step that Akpabio took then by ensuring to remove her security details, that it was really very dangerous, that it was deliberately putting her in harm's way. If not be say she didn't marry to man, we be say happy, sabi, and come hold on side tight. How was it possible for him, or for her rather, to even survive all of this? How was it possible for her to even manage? Because to say she know they married to man, we be say now, in know what in they do. How she for fit navigate all of this? So that means that as a sincere person and just an ordinary person for Nigeria, if you don't know as you hold yourself, you know go fit do politics for inside Nigeria. If you remember that case, then we get to do with this murder matter. The then minister of Niger Delta will be Godswill Akpabio, will be our Senate president. Then he said he would take legal action against an investigative journalist David Hundeyi for publishing false and defamatory statements against him. David been published something. The former senator, according to that report, then through a letter by his legal representative, gave the journalist 14 days to retract the publication. Of course, retract anything. The publication against him and his wife, Mrs. Ekaite, because then about when he be the investigator about this girl death, then the matter be implicates. He get as David be used talk and wait. Be say I no go fit talk everything, because me self I get head and family. He get as David when they be used investigate that matter. Then wait be say he get a lot of name calling, and the thing get to mention the Senate president's name at that time, and he wasn't happy about it at all. He wasn't happy about it at all, right? So now that case be that, and people now don't they talk say so what is going on? What's in they happen? How possibly they say Natasha go fit fight this caliber of people like this for this kind of thing? Then in one of the in one of the tweets, then just in one of the tweets when he published, he said it has just come to my attention that David Devox Suites, the hotel at the center of the 58 units G unit and wet housing involving Kufre Effiong, where cause the matter, and Frank Odrak is owned by one none other than Ekaite Akpabio, wife of Godswill Akpabio. So it gets as in use rope them in into that matter then. And it gets more things when you talk. I don't want to say this here and I can't say this here. So make on just carry on eye and on a mountain, make on go dig out the matter there, make on for free read them. Make myself not talk the one who go land me for that wahala. But bottom line, Natasha is fighting with people that are very, very ground, are known for what they do. And people will be say them be strong men. How possible it dey for Natasha to navigate through these very murky waters and fit survive this kind fight wey be say she dey fight with these people. So is it possible? Remember when e be say Olisa Bakoba they even talk say, oh, say her allegation against Senate President, say they watery, she no go fit do anything about that because she no go fit prove am for court and all of those. Not be because of say wetin they talk now, like, but not just because of say to prove some allegations for inside Nigerian court, it really dey difficult. Because it be like say the Nigerian judicial system just be against some kind of people then, and for you to be your inability to prove some kind of cases. But even at that, when they tell us, it makes she accept out of court settlement with Akpabio. She said she no go ever. She talk am say she no go ever accept an out of court settlement with Akpabio. Say that one no dey. Say she be one go court, make we go court, make we begin settle am. But how far can this case go in court? How possible is it that Natasha can actually survive all of this? If to say she no get strong people too around her, we go fit protect her. Could she have died? How many more people don't die silently like this? How many more people don't die silently like this across the states? And which kind of police where we get so it be say go day in front of you like this? And this woman don't make this accusation. Say people day after my life, they won't kill me. And she don't even write. What thing they fit do about her? She did this video as far back as 2014. As far back as 2014. What happened? Waiting they do about that video, what she do as far back as 2014. And as far back as 2019, I beg your pardon. Waiting they do about this video, which she make as far back as 2019. Try to resolve that issue. How did they hold how did they hold them or prosecute even the same community then? But how did they try accountable to make sure say that's in it happen? If to say get a system we get law and Yahaya Bello was held responsible, will this one have happened again? This kind of attempt, they for do them again now. If to say them try to hold them responsible for that thing will happen to her then. Could that be the reason why things are happening this way? A lot of things they will be say Ogofi won't talk, but we don't even know as Ogofi to stop them. But it sadly, now the way we see ourselves for inside the country with this one. And how we go feel continue like this for this kind of country that you're not sure of your security, because once you have a discerning voice, something mysterious may just happen to you because you don't just agree with it. Once you don't agree with the status quo, then it's just you against the entire world. Once you do not agree with the status quo, how can people survive this? This is the question where we say a lot of us no fit answer. But we don't know how this go fit pan out. Then we also enter inside the one where we say they don't catch Boko Haram suspects them. Thousands of them, according to civilian JTF. Thousands of them now they don't catch for inside Lagos State. That means this incident don't reach Lagos State. This incident of insecurity don't reach Lagos State. Let's see if I can get those footages. I'm trying to get that footage. You talked about plans to kill her. I'm trying to see if we can get it and, look at the matter. It's just important for me to bring you guys the correct footage so that as soon as they watch, make on they hear them. From the horse's mouth directly, as the horse they use in mouth, they explain what happened to them. Let's see if this is it. I hope. Let me just hope that this may be it, and then we'll get it. So while we're trying to get that, very quickly, we hear say the commander of the Civilian Joint Task Force (JTF) for inside Lagos State, Mr. Kumar Sanda, it all reveal say hundreds of individual suspects suspected to be members of Boko Haram have been apprehended across Lagos State. Sanda made this known just today, Wednesday, during an award ceremony held at the Airport Hotel for inside Lagos, where the civilian JTF was honored with the best security group in Lagos State. Right. So, Civilian Joint Task Force, I beg your pardon, was awarded. So, is it possible, actually, say thousands of Boko Haram people feel they captured for inside Lagos State? What's in our security agencies they do about them? This information now, what's in the security implication? If this matter don't feel reach Lagos like this, how
said that there were plans to kill you, and that the plan was not to kill you in Abuja, but to kill you right there in Kogi State. I'm very certain that you know the magnitude of that allegation, and you know what could become of that if it's not ironclad in evidence.
Sure. I'm glad you did affirm that I'm a lawyer. And even if I'm not a lawyer, I'm a sane individual. And I do stand by what I said. It was part of the meeting, the discussions Akpabio had with Yahaya Bello that night to eliminate me. And
to what extent? To what purpose?
Let's say this. Let's ask the Senate President, why in the first instance did he withdraw my security, if not to make me vulnerable to attacks? Mind you, of all the senators there, well, let's just say We're about 109 senators, but we all have different stories. I have been a high-profile, vulnerable individual because of the nature of politics I've had, I've experienced in the year 2018, very violent and dangerous. And I've always had my security, okay? So stripping me of my security simply because I'm suspended illegally, actually, he just positioned me before attacks, and I knew immediately what
Is that the reason why you think they want to eliminate you?
That's not it. Mind you, I said that there was a conversation. So that happened. I was suspended on the 6th day of March, right? And shortly a week after, which was the 14th, a week and a few days after when he met with him, he then emphasized that I should be killed, but I should be killed in Kogi. And that was one of the reasons why I did not go home on time. I delayed going home because I needed to put some measures on ground. I did write a letter to the Inspector General of Police, and I sent a copy to his WhatsApp. I forwarded the copy to his WhatsApp. He's not responded to that yet. But again, I've spoken on the phone to a number of persons in the security as well. I did notify them. And you see, this is Nigeria. We've had a number of political murders that usually are swept under the carpet, no investigation done. What is important to me is to stay alive, because dead men tell no tales. And God forbid, if I had not come out, and if I don't speak about this, and something happens, and they succeed in their plan, who is going to get justice for me?
How can you make such an allegations of a meeting where you were not present?
I heard it's just like, okay, how again? Like, I tell you, there were actually three conversations that happened that day. I spoke only about two. The third one was quite minute, which is that they should prepare to field in someone who will, just in case I want to contest in 2027, some strong person who will clinch the ticket from me during the primaries. That's the third part of it. The first was my recall. The second was to eliminate me. The third was to put in someone who would take the ticket from me in 2027 if I want to contest. So if you are doubting the veracity of the killing, yes, then what about the recall that we just experienced? Are you getting my point?
Are you able to prove this? That's the point. I mean, anyone can make an allegation, but the issue is, are you able to prove it when it comes to it?
Let us get to that bridge. I'm hearing that the Senate President wants to sue me for that. I will tell him to go ahead. We'll meet and we'll cross that bridge.
Okay, so you hear what she talks. Say she doesn't like making go ahead. Say they go meet for court. Now remember, what she talks. She say dead men tell no tales, right? Because a lot of political assassinations or political murders don't happen for inside the country where they swept under the carpet and nothing happened about those cases. Them, I mean, we get the Mashaharis of this world for inside River State. We get the Bola Igis of this world. We get Funshaw Williams of this world. Waiting don't happen. Waiting be the outcome of this death for inside Nigeria. After series of investigation, the thing then go just die. Nothing you go fit hear about them again. They go just die. Bola Ige till today, who kill him? Funshaw Williams, who kill him? Masha Harry for River State, who kill him? Who killed these people? Is it because there are some political interests will be high and mighty and I make will no fit get an end, a close mark to the findings and investigations about their death? Who killed them? Because those were pure assassinations. Who killed them? How did they die? Who's responsible? Whose interest is protected in the investigation? Why the investigation never see the light of day? Questions to answer about this, they too plenty. And if Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan had died in that incident, he would have been one of those many political deaths or political assassinations. And trust me, after 1-2 months, PM Nigerians don't forget. We're very quick to move on. We will just forget, move on to other things. Now, person way die, and I don't carry last. In family, na then go lose. All the people where be they support Abiola then, Yoruba people, no, don't go, don't agree with Abacha, don't agree. Most of the people they tell and say, no agree for Abacha, you're a son of the soil, don't agree for Abacha. Most of them today, not be them, they even work with Abacha allies. Most of them today, not be them, they work with Abacha allies. The people who say don't agree for them, don't agree, you're a son of the soil, don't settle for anything. When he was trying to cut it, when there was a deal to be cut, they ask whether he go cut a deal. Say no agree. At the end of the day, he no cut that day. Ain't don't die today. What's happened to Ramasin die? Now family, now don't lose. As in die. So if Natasha had died because of this attempt waiting for happen to her. And just to state that this may not just be the only attempt on her, based on what she don't talk several locations, and based on what they go on, this may not be the only attempt. Maybe tomorrow there may be an attempt on Yaya Bello to balance the equation. Maybe there may be an attempt on another person. Maybe you can't even tell, because I mean all this is just like saying politicians just they play their game. But how far can this really go? And how we go fit comot these people then when they play this kind of dirty politics for inside our country? How can we continue like this? How can we build a formidable country with this kind of attitude? How we go fit continue like this? Once anybody gets a different opinion from you, the person is in trouble. Remember that period in 2019, her house was burnt. Their party secretariat, there was an attempt in her house. This same thing is happening again now. Why? 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 And understanding how vulnerable she is, just like she said, in this whole game where they happen, among all the senators, now she's based on her political history. Now she don't get attempts tired and attacks tired. Why remove her details? So if she eventually died, what would happen? Because you're suspending her and because you're the one in charge. Well, as I talk that matter, as I tell you earlier today, the civilian JTF Oga Patapata, they explain, say the task force don't carry out routine surveillance and arrest at key locations, including trailer parks, quarries, and markets, areas commonly used as initial points of entry by immigrants from the north. You dey hear am? By immigrants from the north. Now, I've had a guest on this show where tell me, say, he died the time when he be say they drive. I think he said it from Ogun State, they come in. And he follow one particular truck where carry Malu. He carry animals. Say that truck, he carry animals. Then some people they under, even under the under, you know, say they put the cow them. Some people they under where the cow them dey. And you notice say they point them where he be say the car they stop. Say whether I follow them, they enter through Ogba Agege, Abi through Bega Ogba. I think some people dropped in Bega, then they continue. Some people I think drop around Agege area. He was just following them. At some point, he had to continue. So what is the rationale behind carrying animals together with human beings and then begin drop up pockets of those animals here and there? Will be part of waiting this civilian JTF organ now. Don't they talk about? Oh, my dear brother, thank you for reminding me. Say Delegiwa. No, Delegiwa own self nah, because he would send that may go to do journalist work. How dare he say the truth? You understand? So Delegiwa own self, they different, you know. So all of this, now the question, who don't take responsibility for all this death? Till today, nobody will take responsibility for all this death. So anybody wait die, now the person they carry last part. So this Oga civilian con they talk say they said the CJTF monitors trailer parks and all the corners them checks truck pushers because they understand the channels through which they enter Lagos. Our people must remain vigilant. Not all abokis are bad, but not all are good either. Because before people go say now you the profile people. You the profile Fulanis, you the profile. No, say not are bad, but not all are good. Because most of them don't they turn around. Our people must remain vigilant. Not all abokis are bad, but not all are good either. We are committed to keeping Lagos free from Boko Haram and banditry. Boko Haram has no domain in Lagos State. The chief of staff to the Lagos State governor consistently has said that, and you don't talk. Say they don't get any domain for Lagos State. Now, if the Gofi don't catch thousands of Boko Haram for Lagos State, imagine waiting other states them don't face. Imagine waiting other states where no get so much strong presence like that go don't get. Waiting then go don't face. Waiting go don't be the fate of the states, other states. Please, waiting go don't be the fate of other states. Then, if Lagos states go don't face these things, that means other state governors need to up their game. Because before they say Jack Robinson, God forbid, they may be overrun. So other state governors need to up their game. And what's it be the plan to even they spread these people? You bring in people, you say that they are hunters. The other time for inside Imo State, now so they catch them. Number of them, about how many of them, 18, 20 something of them like that, pack them with one dog, say they be hunters, then stop them for Imo State. You leave all the bush and forest for inside North. Now Imo State, you go to hunt. The same thing now, don't they happen again? And that was what led to the Uromi killing. That was what led to the Uromi killing. The problem now be say, after arresting them, what do you do with them now? When you arrest them, finish, you go free them. I've been at some of them, you go come say later they surrender. And you don't come reintegrate them and put them back into the society. Come begin, some of them even maybe join JTF too. At whose expense? At the expense of the lives of the people who want to swear to protect. Meanwhile, in the middle of all of this, on a politician just they busy, they play games all up and down. Because the way it looks like, if you guys are not serious, we're not going to leave the situation that we are at all in this Nigeria until, like my last guest said, all of us serious say we don't get enough. We must chase these people out of our country, or we must have good governance. It's either we have good governance, or we have good governance. There's no two ways about it. Because as it stands, it be like, see, there is a systematic, not it be like, there is a systematic attempt to destabilize all political parties for inside Nigeria. All. PDP people, they face their own. Labour Party said they face their own. All the parties, then they face their own, back to back to back, right now. PDP governors now, after Atiku talk, say, announce coalition, so that they go join together to fight Tinubu for 2027. Guess what? Governors don't come tell and say, Uncle, excuse me, sir, you're on your own, or your is your case. We'll not follow you for that coalition where you won't coalite. Now only you do on your own. Atiku Abubakar don't get back to them now. You don't tell them, say, oh, when they play games, Abi, because it be like someone that be two for the hands of Tinubu right now. But just look at all the governors. Who be the PDP governors? Emo Eno, where be the Akwa Ibom State governor, Pastor Eno, where be Akwa Ibom State governor, where just endorsed Tinubu for second tenure, and he's a PDP governor. So what are you talking about? He's a PDP governor, he just endorsed Tinubu for second tenure. I've been at the Enugu State governor, where be PDP governor, where invites Tinubu to come commission projects. Now you go against Tinubu. That means Tinubu has something on all the PDP governors. He hold all of them tight. He hold them tight. I've been at Sheyi Makinde, where be Wike friend. When no go fit do anything, and Wike now, Tinubu, number one man. So which of them really? And so that's why it's not surprising that the PDP governors are saying we don't want any coalition against. Even the Bala Muhammad, they like say they fight the Tinubu self. You don't see Tinubu answer them. They don't go answer them because at the end of the day, they know where they settle. Everybody know their meeting points. But at the end of the day, now Nigerians, now they suffer all of them. I think we don't tell PDP governors now. Say they want make Nigeria remain like this. Say their own plan. Say then they join forces with government. Now they don't join hands together with PDP now to stop to one spoil. They spoil. They join hands with Tinubu to spoil what's they happen. For them not to want the coalition, that means it be like say they do spoiler. They play the spoiler, that grandstanding. They pretend. You understand? So it take B. Because if you look at them, who be the PDP governor self who really gets sincerity of purpose? Who be the PDP governor? And then we go to Labour Party. Labour Party is not any different. Because if you remember when Alex Oti, Peter Obi, then Adi Usman, and most the NEC, the National Executive Council members for inside Labour Party, go visit the INEC chairman, then the new acting INEC chairman, received them. He go receive them. They contact them, say, I beg, come out, see the court. They go hand over the Supreme Court judgment to them. Say, see the Supreme Court judgment. By this Supreme Court judgment, we are demanding that please remove Abure's name and put Nenadi Usman's name in your INEC list. Because now she now go help us come arrange everything. Come do a convention so that we feel vote our substantial National Working Committee members. Guess what? Till I think yesterday I checked that platform. It was still Abure's name that is there as the National Working Committee chairman. Now, everybody, first of all, remember the drama that played out when Labour Party visited INEC. Oh, we hear say they don't let them in for a while, and later they can't let them in. Now, everybody knows. So people they talk and say, of course, INEC is used by any sitting president. So this is not peculiar to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu alone. The INEC is used by any sitting president. Is it possible say any sitting president will just fold hand, or is it possible say INEC will fold hand just to respond to the call of what did they call them, the coalition plan for Labour Party, or allow Labour Party gather that kind of force? Understand, they say if they give Labour Party the freedom to work, Labour Party may actually unseat the president. Because once they form their structure properly, they go fit really do better than they did in 2019. Now, the mark where Labour Party make for 2023, rather, they easy. For the first time, a presidential candidate like that, the first time in the contest as a presidential candidate, to score 6 million plus votes, it is not easy. Even Buhari, as popular as he was in the north, and as much as they rig election in the north, and they say now north they get how many million votes that time, Buhari did not get 6 million in his first attempt. So even Buhari, so everybody they know say Peter Obi did very well. So now there is a plan to make sure they destabilize all opposition parties inside the state, including the SDP. Now, make I not dey surprised when one of my guests talk, say, even the SDP where Erofai, the rush goes, Erofai may just be another person that they also want to use to lure people to be come here, come here, come here. Then at the end of the day, they use them suppress the P2B vote. Maybe the quarrel between him and President Tinubu now just wash. Maybe they even go anywhere. At the end of the day, now we see people they talk. Say maybe now wash. Maybe not wash all the quarrel between them. Maybe not just something where be say they go anywhere. If it just be ordinary wash, if it be something where be say no get head, they go anywhere. Or the essence of that now just to show say then they quarrel. At the end of the day, make it deceive P2B. But maybe that's why P2B still stay, staying with Labour Party for now. Now, what's go be what's go happen to P2B now? Because as it stands now, some obedience them don't they beg say make it no come up for inside the party. Why some they talk say make it come up for Labour Party? If he leaves Labour Party now, the opposition party they wait for him to use them insult him, saying no they fit stay one place. He can't even put his house together. They are waiting for that opportunity to use it against him, and that is why they're using Abure or Papa and the rest of them to fight on, to make sure say they destabilize the party, gone to cause problem for inside the party. When they don't cause enough problem for the party, don't destabilize. Just like PDP is useless right now. PDP cannot even flag a presidential candidate. If they go get any presidential candidate, I bet you maybe Seyi Makinde. And Seyi Makinde will just be working for Tinubu. So that means PDP is useless as an opposition party right now. The only major opposition that Nigeria can get right now is Labour Party. That's the only major opposition. And they know, and that's why they don't want Labour Party to function. That's why they don't want Labour Party to function. What can be done to Abure of this world to make sure say them come out? And waiting will go feed do if they don't go carry INEC, the Supreme Court judgment, hand over to INEC. Say INEC, see Supreme Court judgment. What more? Waiting more what they need to do to make sure say INEC recognize Nenadi Usman and in team as people will be say they in charge of Labour Party. Waiting, what else should they do? The leader of the party, Alex Oti, don't do the right thing where he's supposed to. Gather the rest members of the party. Go see INEC. Hand over the certified true copy of the judgment from Supreme Court to INEC. Hoping say INEC go see the judgment and make the right decision. The next day, the Arabambis of this world, the rest of them, the what did they call them? The secretary for Abure team. Forgive me if I've forgotten his name, Obi's Igbo brother's name. Forgive me. All of them come out, they give statements. They talk, say they no go fit. Say, in fact, say as a matter of fact, Peter Obi and Alex Oti said they just deceive themselves because Abure remains a national chairman. Somebody where court clearly states, say your tenure don't pass, don't elapse. All of a sudden, is that difficult to comprehend an ordinary court judgment? Then the next thing, a papa come from his own end. Come they talk say, oh, as a matter of fact, if there is anybody who should be a Labour Party chairman, it should be a papa because courts don't say the so court can end the tenure of Abure, but your own tenure, an everlasting tenure, you know the end. Now, world without end, you know go free end. If court can end Abure's tenure, then by that implication, your own tenure never end, but your own still continue. Now, Abure own go free end, and now you're laying claim to it. Then the next thing now they're saying, oh, that in the party's constitution that there is no place for caretaker committee chairman. Really? Really? So that means you go fit. Remember, say this one happen when it be say Abure them first of all go as you know say ten or don't finish. Go hold the convention for Anambra State where they re-elect themselves. Before, in response to that, Alex Oti them come hold this convention where they hold. I think March last year or so. To bring Nenadi Usman and the rest of them, may they come become the caretaker committee. Where make Abure go court still today. Even with Supreme Court passing the last judgment, we are still seeing this. Even with Supreme Court passing the last judgment, we are still seeing this. So how Nigeria go fit get formidable candidates we go fight Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 20, we go fit contest power with him in 2027. If we continue like this, all political parties, them, all opposition, go just they do this thing what did they do. And then APC go continue to do like say they vex, they need the vex. SDP want to leave, SDP need to leave. By the time you know, Bola Tinubu don't win the election again. You're stuck in this thing. Let me say shit. You're stuck in this shit till 2031. That's all we go just do. How Nigerians go fit survive this? People never even know whether they go feed their life till 2027 because it is tough. It is really tough in Nigeria. So the reason we make they enlighten us and make we know, so we get a lot of work to do. Anything we will get to do, make we do. I think we all need to come together as Nigerians to tell ourselves, say, it don't do, we need to do again. It don't do. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now the president wey be say people don't they die for inside the country since now. Still there for vacation for inside France. Somebody that went since 2nd of April and told us is coming back in 2 weeks. Say na 2 weeks visit. He don't add additional 1 week on top. In fact, the presidency get mind to tell us today now, say Bola Tinubu still continue to dey do im work. And remember, he did not transmit power to his opponent to him deputy. He no give opponent power. Now he tell us say he still dey do him work for where he dey for inside France and say he go come back after Easter. Are you kidding me? Make I read them for now. Now wetin dem talk. They say the presidency has said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu continues to direct the affairs of state from Europe. That President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will continue to the rule owner. That's what it means. Say he will continue to rule Nigeria and take care of things about Nigeria from Europe. Oh yeah, Oga, at least because of this number of people we don't die. 144 people for Plateau State alone in just 2 weeks, so you don't be absent. Oga, I beg, just do video. That recorded video, what did they do you? Where you send a broadcast there? If we just do that recorded broadcast for us, just you talk to us. Make we even know. See, at least many Nigerians get succor, say at least they get a president. How about that? But now they don't talk, say he go come back, Europe. That despite being outside in the country for nearly 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is not nearly 2 weeks. Let be today's date. For a statement where he said today's Thursday night, they sign him as special advisor for information and strategy, of course, by Onano Ganai sign him. He explained, say the president who traveled from Paris to London at the weekend remains fully engaged in Nigerian governance and in constant communication with key government officials. Ananaga added that the president has given directive to security chiefs to address emerging threats in some parts of the country and say he will come back after Easter holiday. Quoting, he say it's temporary and in line with the communicated framework of approximately 2 weeks. Say it go still approximately 2 weeks because 2 weeks and 10 days now still approximately 2 weeks, right? Please phone lines are open. Kindly feel free to jump in on the conversation. You can call us live or you can join the conversation live. Click on that link where they by the pinned post and it will carry you straight to enter inside the studio. May you put mouth for this talk because they say, lizard wey one person see na python they become because this lizard they don't too big for my eye. Make it not come become python. Make could join mouth put for inside this conversation. Make could begin look what we see for our country. So your president don't go from France to London. So now there you go day till the end of Easter holiday. Now after Easter holiday, he will come back. When he come back after Easter holiday, then he will continue to the rule owner from there. They say he in charge of everything where they happen for inside the country. So say the travel never stop him from doing anything. Really. After people don't die, say you don't direct security agencies them. I beg no vex, especially Nigerians abroad. Excuse me, I like to find out something. The kind of things that don't happen for Nigeria in the past 2 weeks, in the absence of the president, can it happen in your countries without your president rushing back to the country and taking action? And waiting be the thing one as citizens feed do if the president no rush back. I beg, Emma Bido, not gonna call me, tell me, especially Nigerians in the diaspora. I want to know. I beg, because no, not gonna call me, tell me. If this thing will don't happen for Nigeria, these killings for Benue, for Plateau, for Zamfara, happen for on our countries where on a day, and our president's day outside on a retreat in the guise of official visits, because we don't really see any official work where the thing they bring us, right? Okay, if you're doing that kind of visit and these deaths them happen like this, what's in the thing where the president of our country will do? And if you don't come back quickly to attend, at least to show face and show empathy and sympathy for waiting they happen, waiting the citizens they could do. I beg, we would like know. So I will feel know how things they use happen for sane environment. The WhatsApp line to call is 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 4077. That's the WhatsApp line to call. And the direct line to call, sorry, I said WhatsApp line to call, or you just join me straight for inside the link where they by the pinned post. That link will bring you straight to inside the studio so that you could join me straight for inside the studio here. I see all of your messages and I appreciate you. Make I begin take them one at a time because even before I begin to take them one at a time, make I get tell on waiting our daddy Oyedepo talk. Oh. So Love Oga, daughter of Bishop David Oyedepo, the founder of Living Faith Church Worldwide, has recounted rather a harrowing childhood experience involving a failed assassination attempt on her father. Said they may try to assassinate her when she be small picking. She can't recount waiting happen that time we should be small picking, and how they try to assassinate her papa, and how her papa did there they watch them. In fact, for inside speaking during a sermon titled Building a Successful Marriage, which she shared on her Instagram page, I think that was yesterday, Tuesday, the day before yesterday. Mrs. Oga reflected on a night from her school years when a group of armed men stormed their home in search of her father. And that she said, I remember when I was growing up. I believe I was in secondary school then. One particular night, we were visited in our house by hired killers. She said they came to our house specifically, stating, he said what? Starting from the time they entered the house, we are here to execute him. That's what they talk. We are here to execute him. By him, they meant my father, Bishop David Oyedepo. Our house was like a war zone. They were like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? According to her, the attackers searched the entire house for hours, unaware that the man they were looking for was watching them the entire time, but they no see him. They searched the entire house. The most interesting thing I'll never forget in my life, which has stuck with me since I was a child, was that he, Oyedepo, was looking at them the entire time, but they couldn't see him. That's what they talk. They ransacked our house for hours. Ah, the power of God. There was a time we hid behind the door, and at a particular point, they shut the door. The door hit my lip. My entire top gum came off, and my gum was ready to execute. Despite the chaos, Oyedepo remained unharmed and hidden in plain sight. That's so he talked. Say the papa did there. Say after the intruders left, family members were in disbelief. How Oyedepo fit did there and they no fit do anything. Interesting testimony on the wonderful works of God. Right? For all eyes are up on Nigerians, jump into the conversation. Let's get to talk. Let's talk about this stuff. Just in case you're just joining us, I told you before that civilian JTF said that they have joint task force rather said they have arrested thousands of Boko Haram members in Lagos. This according to the commander. And then gunmen attacked Senator Natasha's family residence. And I did play you a footage of that, a likely attack when they attack her for 2019, when she be the contest for the same senator position when the higher Bello the governor. The attacker and nothing happened. On our president says president remains active while and he will return after Easter. That's another matter what I tell on today too. I don't tell on plenty, so yeah. Assassins came for Oyedepo. He was staring at them, but they couldn't see him. I also tell you, say, Natasha rejects Akpabio's call for out of court settlement. That one said, I don't tell her about him. And I can also tell her talk, say, Atiku Abubakar don't lambast PDP governor. Stay on a be spoilers. You can't stop coalition train. You're spoilers. You're working for Tinubu. That's why you don't tell them. Let's take this call. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Very much for welcoming me. My name is Declan Chikembali.
Declan, you're welcome.
I live in Germany.
Thank you, Declan.
I live in Germany.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes, thank you very much. The problem with Nigeria, I just heard you saying something about Tinubu in France. And it's been there for the past 2 weeks.
Yes, please.
Going to 3 weeks.
Yes, please.
Over 3 weeks.
They say don't live there, go London now.
You don't live there, go London?
Yes. That's what they talk. That's what Bayo Nanoga talk now for the report I just read.
Okay, we thank God for his life.
Thank God.
All
glory to God.
All glory to God. Now, the problem we have in our country is
hello?
Dog eat fowl. Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
The problem we have in our country is not a case of dog eat fowl or dog eat frog. It's a case of dog eat dog. It's a case of dog eat dog. Now, the problem we have comes from us as a people. From us as a people, because if the pot is not dirty, the kitchen will not be clean.
Hey, wait. So now black pots, now they stain kitchen.
That black pot now they stain kitchen. Everybody will use stove cook or firewood cook or understand what they talk. Now, our country Now we, the citizens, now the thing down our hand. Not be those people who are on top. Do you understand?
Now, waiting make me they do the work what they do, so that we will continue to enlighten our citizens. May they know what they deserve as citizens.
Exactly. I see video for internet where Chinaman they give Nigerian police money.
I play them for inside this show. You know, watch my show yesterday and today. I play them.
I watched your show yesterday.
So you see when I play them.
And they all like goats.
You know, say the Chinaman talk say you don't do anything wrong. He say you don't do anything wrong. But he don't apologize. He talk say you don't do anything wrong. In fact, guess what? Chinese people for their different community, that thing go viral. Chinese people for China, they use and laugh Nigeria. They use and laugh Nigeria on how corrupt Nigeria is. And meanwhile, if na their own country, both the giver of the bribe and the taker by now suppose don't be exist. If na their country.
My sister, there's an Igbo adage that's only the madman hears the drum of the spirits at the marketplace. And that is the case of Nigeria. All of us they grace.
Anyway.
And I saw we they dance to music where we know they hear. Because we have sold ourselves. We have sold ourselves. See country where Supreme Court will make judgment. They go ignore them.
Okay, so make I quickly ask you, Declan. Yeah, you say you did Germany. If to say the chancellor of your country, should be now which one they call him? If he travel, if your chancellor travel for this kind of visit for 1 week, I'm not sure they don't do the travel for long like that, but I just talk in case, for adventure, should in case. That's what they talk about. It happened. Say he travel for 1 week, and this kind of thing, particular remote area for inside Germany. Waiting be the reaction with that chancellor supposed to do from that trip. Waiting go they expected of them to do.
I will answer your question.
Thank
you. But I will first use example to answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
In the US, when there was a massacre that happened, Joe Biden was supposed to travel to Europe for a world forum, G7. He did not go. A whole G7 forum.
Yes, when he be saying that him be the one of the world, now him be number one world leader said.
And my sister, you don't get her. The whole G7, Joe Biden no go because of the massacre in America. He stayed back. He stayed back to handle the situation. Look at Israel. After the attack from Palestine, attacking Palestine, Netanyahu was in Gaza yesterday, going to look at everything that happened. When did Buhari go to check up the girls that were kidnapped, or go to meet the army, the infantry that are fighting Boko Haram? When did he go to meet them in the bush to tell them, my brothers, my boys, you are doing something good? Has Tinubu ever gone to Benue State to go and confirm the killings himself, so that the people can see him and say, this is our president, he has come for us? Now, this is why the shameless rubbish we are doing in Nigeria. Now, they say, my condition make crayfish bend.
Okay, so go back to answer my question in clear terms now. You don't use example, tell me finish, or you talk in clear terms. If this kind of thing happen for Germany,
it doesn't happen. It will never happen.
I say if it happen, waiting the chancellor would do. And the question I asked.
Now, they tell you it will never happen because the chancellor will stay put for a country. No, they go anywhere.
So as you saying, they don't travel before the thing happen. What's he go do? Now the question I asked that.
He will come back.
If you don't come back, what's they go do?
I trust the Germans now. He go lose election. They know they play. And the difference between Nigerian political system and German system is that the German uses the parliamentary system.
Yes.
So if he fails to come back, the parliament, they go fight him for parliament, and before he knows it, he's going to go. even without elections.
They could just bring the next
without elections.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Now waiting Angela Merkel do Gerhard Schröder. There was no election when Angela Merkel took over, the former chancellor.
Yes.
When she took over from Gerhard Schröder, because he wanted to suspend the parliament opposed him, and he was kicked out. But this is the case of our country. Governors are supporting rubbish. Everybody is supporting rubbish. Fulani people are killing people all over the place. For what?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The person where you rap, making chop out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Make a talk to somebody else. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. All right. Moving on to someone else. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Professor.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah, I saw your talk today.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. You see, when we say people go outside, go vacation or sickness, we don't know go outside. Remember this Buhari do for 6 months. Heaven fall. It don't fall. And Nigeria will take nonsense too much of that country. Nelson Mandela, which the whole world know. As he is sick, he don't die for a blood hospital. That's South Africa hospital he died. He not going anywhere. Nobody does that thing. How can you leave your country when your country is burning and you say you are a president? It can't happen. If that kind of thing happen, the next day they take the next flight, they come back to South Africa. Or immediately they will come back their flight, they come back. Or else if they don't come, that is the end of them. I'm telling you. So we take too much nonsense for Nigeria. And it don't become dumb now. Anybody can do it. Why is 6 months to take a hospital? He can't play for airport. For airport.
Abi, you want mention Yaradua case? We be say after some weeks when he die, be days when he die. According to what we hear then they deceive us, then say he's still there alive.
Too much. A lot of things don't happen for that country. Say, I don't know whether we are human beings anymore. I don't know. It's very painful. Until, as you rightly said, we need political editors and our rights. Now, look, in South Africa, my sister, every police station, everywhere they get copy of constitution. Everybody knows their rights.
So you know, say I don't get lawyer here. We don't first of all come tell us. Say first of all, the greatest challenge you get is say our constitution are one of the most voluminous constitutions. Say it too plenty. So now waiting make it hard people to read them. It's too much. Say other countries are constitution they plenty like that. So it dey easy for people to read them through to tell themselves what be their rights. But this one, because of say it too voluminous, it dey hard for people to even read them. And you know, say naturally they say if you want to hide something for a black man, put them inside book.
For you know, small pamphlets. You go police station there, you go to the post office, you there, every corner, in hospital, you there, everywhere you get down.
But waiting our National Assembly they do where they know fit amend the constitution to make sure say they then compact and make them compact.
We not get National Assembly, my sister, we not get there. They be criminal.
Hey,
let me tell you, President.
Sir.
In 1983, by God's grace, when I was in class 4, when I was in class 4 for Edo State, my father was a prison officer. You understand? That was when Buhari doing coup. You understand? So when that coup happened, Bakizwo was in Benin prison, Remy was in Benin prison, Mbako was in Benin prison, Fela was in Benin prison for money laundering. You understand? Hello?
I dey hear you, they talk. I can hear you loud and clear.
That period, Bakizwo, that time, I didn't get access because my father was in charge of that Benin prison that time. So when my holiday, my father will carry me come enter prison, I just stay with them, they talk. Now that Bakizwo tell me, say, this is Buhari man, not be Nigerian man, this problem is here. Bakizwo talking about, telling me I was in class 4 that time. He said, Abacha, Papa came from Chad. Big, come Chad, come enter Kano. Stay Kano, and then born Abacha, born all the children. Abacha, a man of Kano, now put her for army. So these guys just take military, they hijack Nigeria, write constitution, do nonsense for us. I'm telling you. So we have no country. until we take it, the indigenous tribe in Nigeria, until we learn to take Nigeria by force from the hand of these people, we can never go away. I'm telling you. The reason Buhari struck against Shagari, he knew very well that unless Ekweme was going to be the president, because he wanted to hand over to Alice Ekweme, Ekweme was the right president. So when the term finished, Ekweme will take over. He did that because of religious purpose and ethnicity purpose. That's why he strike. So he can't fight that country. We have a lot of people to go, my sister. It's very painful. So when you know all these things, annoyance of your belly.
Not be small annoyance, so. Not be small annoyance, so. I say not be small annoyance. The full belly, oh, the full belly where? The pepper body.
1993. 1 year also, tell me say they will never leave the south until our oil dry. Now I give her the slap. For camp, I give her slap.
You mean them?
For camp, I give her slap. He said they will never leave our. That's what he told me. That man was even the deputy local government chairman at that time. We will never even get level for Nigeria. So it's very painful. When you look at all this anomaly going on in that country, you ask yourself what is going on. They don't take tribalism, religion, finish of that country. All
not
the
be smart.
pastors are wonderful. You know what they say? I beg my sister, you pay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sir? I came to South Africa in 1993. When I came, my wife stayed in Nigeria. I told her, I said, make it never happen. If I hear say fight in Nigeria, they come back. Because I know, when I enter South Africa, my eye don't say, that's so country divide.
I don't want to say ordinary South Africa. Now we help them fight apartheid, though. Ordinary South Africa. South Africa of yesterday. I'm embarrassed. South Africa of yesterday.
Yes. That's why when Mandela come in, I was in Fana here that time. We from Osuka there, we go in go meet up. Yeah? Leave all those things, I beg my sister. If you look at all those things, you're the best.
All right, thank you.
Almost how many years for democracy? Where light, where water, where road?
Thank you so much. Make I enter inside another matter. Oh, by the way, get one video where I won't play for myself. I don't go do on a justice if I don't play. Thank you. Make I leave you, may you go. I get the flagship with me. Flagship, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. But you go just day bam, just day where you there. Make I go knock you one small to before you join because I hear say a lawmaker for inside Bayelsa State House of Assembly and will be an ally of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, some wiki. Say then capture and what did they knock blow like this? Fight. You remember the tear shed. Inside the video where they circulate on social media, the chief whip of the national of the assembly, Honorable Gabriel Ogbara, was seen engaging in a heated struggle with the Ogmia Ward 8 coordinator of the pro-wiki political group, the new associates. Pro-wiki group for inside Bayelsa State. Now, Tuna, who was recently suspended by the Bayelsa PDP, has been at loggerheads with Governor Doye Diri over plans to organize a rally in Yenegua in support of Wike. The event was scheduled for Saturday, April 26th. In fact, it was scheduled for a long time ago. They don't come out and come back again. And now they don't come out, shift and back again. Doye Diri don't tell us say they don't want a rally like that. And Wike is resolute to coming to Bayelsa State. You won't make sure say come hold that rally. Why? Now so you do that time where you go that Ijo village for inside River State. Make I show you where they throw blue small. We'll come back to you. Hey. Okay. All right. Flagship. You there? Flagship, oh dear, I lost you already, Flagship. Sincere apologies, I lost you. So now here is the matured man. They throw punch. They throw a punch. If you remember, I said they don't plan this rally. And Doyedri don't tell them talk, say they no go feel hold that rally in support of anybody, especially because of what they happen for River State. Say they no go feel hold that rally for inside Bayelsa State. And this particular person don't bend, don't continue talk, say then go hold it. They be postponed and they be move forward. The time where they've been supposed to hold a rally, be don't reach, they can't move them again. Say, okay, they don't postpone them again. Now they say that 26th. That means this Saturday, now it be said they're supposed to hold that rally, if I am correct. Yeah, April 26th. Yes, this Saturday. No, not this Saturday, next week Saturday, 9 they go hold that rally. Now, despite both Diri and Wike belonging to PDP, the two power brokers have been locked in a quiet political rivalry, particularly over control of the party structure in the South South. Governor Doyediri currently chairs the South South Governors Forum. And of course, we know, say, Wike, Sabidu, I no go gree, I no go gree, I no go gree. I no go gree because Wike be one make sure, say, in no day the party, in no be in the APC, I be in there for PDP, but another leg there for inside APC. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Hello. Oh dear, I lost your call. Okay, so let me quickly take some more of your reactions here, dear. So yeah. This message say all mainstream media will be calling for the relevant leaders to resign, and then that's then Mariam. Okay, Merit says you are wrong, sir. There was austerity measure in our economy, and the economy was down. Yeah. Okay, and then who again says this? MacArthur Onoha says, "Good evening, precious. Just to let you know, say no country he said what? No country. Say no country be just like you just said about South Africa. I call them United States of Africa, my dear brother. My dear brother, no country be just. Oh. Sorry, sir, insult South Africa. I take the insult away. I'm sorry I insulted South Africa. I take the insult away. Now, the reason I said just is because if Nigeria was a serious country, you suppose don't go farther than South Africa because Nigeria was supposed to be a bit much more organized than South Africa in terms of politics. Now South Africans don't they even more politically educated and more politically aware past Nigerians. Why? Why? Just because they will not just ready to do the right thing, or some group of leaders who we get just make sure say they no go fit do the right thing. Now that's not be the reason. Because why Nigeria no fit just get them right? Why can't we just get it right in this country? Is it a crime if we get it right? Why it be say people there where they enjoy the system as it did, and then no one leave the system? APC came and promised us everything they wanted to promise us. The PDP was bad. And as I said it earlier, I keep blaming Obasanjo and PDP for where we are today. Because if to say they don't correct all those loopholes instead of benefiting from them, to say they correct all those yama holes and way PDP, the APC, they leverage on now to do the things where they do. This for not happen. You had every opportunity as the first people will enter government for inside this modern democracy we get right now. You get the opportunity to do the right thing. Why did you not do that right thing? Why did you not create the effective? Why you not create the change where say they desire? Why you not create the desired change? Why you not make things better? You Obasanjo when no, so when them swear you in, they didn't swear you in with the constitution. Because you know, say they not carry constitution swear you in. Ordinarily, as they eventually rally around, bring constitution to swear you in and all that, you for just day your mind to make sure say, oh, you do the right thing. To make sure say you amend that constitution. That anyhow constitution where they use swear you in. If you make sure say they amend that. It's supposed to rally on the National Assembly. Instead of it to the bribe National Assembly, then according to waiting we hear, to make them all of them give you good mark to go talk them. Waiting for bribe them for now to make sure say they strengthen the constitution. If to say our constitution they strengthened a little bit, if we know they where we did today. By the way, this is your first time of joining us. Kindly click on the subscription button. And subscription are free. You need to pay money, eh? Don't worry. Click on subscription button, subscribe, follow us like your village people so that we will continue, we will feel grow this platform past as a day, right? Kindly help us subscribe, like, and please like this post. Like this post, I beg you. Please like this post so that the post go fit, do well at there. Kindly like and if possible share. It is good that we spread this enlightenment, make our people know what's in they happen for inside the country, make people they educated, make people they aware. And again, phone lines are open. You can call us live on WhatsApp right now to participate in the conversation. Call the number 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 4077. That is the number to call. 0817 029 4077. This number now where I call is there for the pinned post. So if you just go straight to the post where I pin, you go see and make a column. Or the link where they by that pinned post. If you just go by that link direct, just go for that pinned post. That piece post to the comment section where I pin. If you go there, click on the link where they will bring you straight into my studio and you go disappear, enter inside. As flagship don't disappear, enter inside my studio now. The flagship,
Good
you're
afternoon,
welcome.
Precious. How are you?
Good evening from here. Thank you so much. I'm great. I'm super.
Very
How about
well,
you?
doing well, doing well.
Great. Go ahead. You like to chime in on the
Yeah,
conversation?
Precious. I get some question when I want asked for real.
Why not me you go ask?
in front
Calm
of
down,
my
brother.
computer. So who are, if I not ask you, who I go ask?
Now, me you go ask. You go ask me your sister.
I tell you. But on a
Go
serious
ahead,
note,
please.
Precious. So
Go ahead.
anybody really know where Tinubu day right now?
They say it they long. He said my mama said that them same. My grandmama. They say that them same. He said according to them same. According to them same. Now London now it day now. He don't leave France, go London. And remember, this is not the first time it happens. It has happened rather
Right.
that he's left France for London,
Right.
right? And again, that time when he go London, they say that particular visit not be official
Right.
again. London visit can become private visit. The last time it
So
happened was then. So
now them
perhaps
say nobody really see him. Nobody they see the
now
plane they take off. Nobody they see 'em, they
no,
board.
nobody, you know,
Nothing of
see, and
that
about your
nature.
none of that. Now, in spokesperson, they tell us. Now, person where they put mouth for in talk, now they tell us. Now, buy your tell us.
So another
We suppose
question be
believe by
this: for journalism for Nigeria, and with the way the presidency is set up, again, correct me if I did wrong. This now part of knowledge when they ask. Press corps not supposed to travel with the president. Because
no, since Buhari regime, that kind of thing didn't
well,
happen
you see
again
that
for
then that
Nigeria.
problem there, and like you see that again, now
You know, say Buhari set a wonderful precedent.
where
Buhari set a wonderful precedent.
and nobody feel challenge him. Say the president, nobody they know where he there at any particular time.
Because I even wonder, I won't ask her now, say, I beg, no vex, so the country is one that they call us from. Is it possible, say, on a president, if just they off the radar?
It's not they possible. It not look.
So why they happen for
Well,
Nigeria?
you know,
Where if the person will just day, nobody fits no at exact time where day.
so make I put it this way, just in summary, right? For America here, and so I hate to use America to compare Nigeria, but the only reason why they try
Because
to
like
go
say they give us big example.
exactly now because Nigeria
Tone it down,
with
tone
a
it
quick
down.
use dollar to compare naira where say if it's $1 in America,
Okay,
then
so
you can't get a McDonald's for $1. You can get food with 1,005. So we're quick to compare America and Nigeria.
so make you give
Yeah,
them
make I
back
give
to
them
make you
back
give
to
them
them.
back
So
back
you
to
see,
back.
the president of the US cannot be anywhere on this globe at any time without Americans knowing exactly where he is and what he is going to do, except in a situation when we say national security don't they compromised and the life of the president may be at stake. Now then I will not go nowhere there. He goes incognito. They go hide him just to protect him.
No,
2001.
vex. This is when you talk. Help me repeat that for pidgin English. He say the president of America no fit do it.
America, make I use the one when they now. Trump as the sitting president for America when they now. He not go fit go anywhere for this planet, this world when we dey. When we Americans not go know where he dey, who he go meet, what he go there for, what he they do, and when he they come back. It not dey possible in any way say Trump fit disappear like that. The only way when that one go fit happen now say America dey under some sort of attack when the life of the president go dey compromised. Compromised in the sense that anything fit happen to am. Now then,
Yes, anything fit happen
now
to him
then,
life.
they go hide them. Nobody go know where they until you come out. A good example now for 2001, 9/11, when that thing happened. We know say George Bush did for Florida. For one primary school, they read books with the children. As immediately that thing happened, nobody know where they again. The
Then whisk
whiskers
can come
come
out
out.
now because they get to
Even the
protect
plane,
them.
Air Force One, as big as it is, nobody know where they. All we know be say he take off, come out from Florida, they don't know where he enter. That's the only time you go see say they go feel hide American president when Americans don't go know where they. And it is right. It's enshrined there in the Constitution to protect the president in case of an invasion or
What
any
did they talk?
compromise of any
Yes, now.
sort. But and another thing we say, even if the president of America they travel go anywhere, the members of press when they are assigned to the White House, make we say member of press, journalists when they are assigned to Aso Rock, and the president suppose either they that plane with them.
That's a state house correspondent then.
Yes,
No, status correspondent, they're not supposed to follow our press. Who they
No. So now then the abnormalities when they're supposed to challenge right now. Why Ingo they inside plane, they travel go somewhere?
No, those ones now after every press conference, they collect their alawi, monthly alawi and all that. And
brown envelope, put on that way, you know. Right. So now make them not if you talk. But it's abnormal to say Tinubu na here we take here say na France today. Now na here we take here say they enter London. We don't know whether the guy did Liberia there. We don't know whether now North Korea did now. We don't know whether now America here. We don't know where he did. All with the year now, them say, and them say not be real story. It's not the truth. That's number two. Number three, if the year say Tinubu Day France, for example, or don't enter London as we did now. So I they tell you what the Americans go do. If the event say America they under the kind of attack when Nigeria they under now say citizens they die in scores and hundreds and nobody they make any statement or if you do anything about them, they go find where that Air Force One day. Now France they go look where they pack for that France. If truly they there. And if they see him, now the citizens now go where he did. Before you know, crowd don't gather. They go boom and come off from there. Go back home. You don't have anything doing here. Yes. You mean what are you sitting down here doing? So Nigerians
only for France. What did they do now? And now UK now, Nigerians only UK now.
What did they do? Has anybody seen that plane in London? Has anybody seen it in France? Does anybody know where he is? If they know where he is, may they go harass and come off from there.
So that means at the end of the day, now the docility of Nigerians, now you make these people they do what they do, right?
So it boils down to the same comment when somebody make not long ago, say maybe, and I hate saying the comment they like that. I say maybe Nigerians really deserve the kind of leadership.
God forbid. I know they like that comment.
Because if we not, like, I'm not like that.
And say those leaders now a reflection of who we be. Because I don't believe saying Buhari is a reflection of me. I know they give believe that kind of thing.
This kind of thing they happen. President cack for somewhere. You know they moving. Nyash come off from ground. And citizens they die. Remember, when Trump took office in this year, February, there was fire in California, right? Joe Biden was in office when the fire started. Trump took office, the fire was still on. There was a World Economic Forum or conference in Switzerland where they were expecting Trump to come and to be a president. He actually gave a speech. But Trump refused to attend that meeting because fire there for California. He not go. There is no way he can go. In fact, and these are my own words, so, and maybe I could put them as joke. Even if you enter inside that plane, tell the pilot, so yeah, Switzerland, here we come. The pilot go tell and say, Mr. President, no. They get system for America here when you go feel override the president's command in case of danger when they go on. If Americans, they die like this, the way that they die for Nigeria, and Trump say won't move, go somewhere, it's there in the Constitution. Congress get power. They go override them. And then if by chance, say he travel, go somewhere, and then something happened for here when he take 2 lives or 3 or 4, maybe 10 lives, and we don't hear from Trump. The word that they will be using there is perhaps the president is incapacitated. And there is a process within government where we say, if we not hear from him in this kind of situation, they go assume, say, the guy not get control and power over the country again. The next person in line takes over, whether he handed government over or not. Because at this point, America's national security is in danger. The safety of the citizens has been greatly compromised by unknown people, or in this case, known people, when they ravage the place and they kill people up and down. So if Nigeria, the president, go to France, say they go review what he don't do in preparation of his celebration on May 29th. That's a big slap on the face of Nigerians. People, they die. Children, women, old men, old women being killed by people we don't know who they are. But in this case, we really know who they are. And the president goes somewhere, say, if they go prepare for celebration of his time in office. It's the biggest slap on the faces of Nigerians, including the learned in Nigeria, including the so bookworm people, including those when they wear tie and suit, when they speak big grammar in front of TV every day. This is a big slap and humiliation on them. That degree when they get, that title when they get, that professorship, whatever it is that they have, it's all nonsense at this point, that nobody can stand to challenge this guy, to say, man, this thing when you do so, it did wrong. Is there anywhere in the Constitution that we can invoke right now to say, in the absence of the president and the nation is compromised, our safety and security is compromised, and we're not hearing from our president? Is there something we can do? Is it there in the Constitution that we can activate right now? If there is, who is the person that is supposed to be doing it? Call that person out. There is somewhere in the Constitution there that says when national security is compromised, XYZ is what you're supposed to do. We're not going to sit down like lame ducks. They say the president heard about it and he has told the governor to take care of things. Not be one or two pipeline that you say bust before they release 10,000 soldiers.
Exactly.
Pipeline versus the lives of the citizens.
Exactly. So and the Nigerians are quiet. Nobody they even hold the president account. Say, oh or then because of this now, call up that state of emergency for Rivers State because clearly not be because of security. Call that put that state of emergency.
No, it is not because of security.
Call up to order. I don't want to be vexed. I beg. Yeah,
what would be the job of the president? What is the job of the president of Nigeria? Being the commander in chief. What is the job of the Nigerian military? Make Nigerians begin to go pull these papers out. Make them they read them. They know what it be.
Atiku Abubakar don't tell them say make him declare a state of emergency for your own government because clearly everything they fall apart.
Even if you can't do it, perhaps Precious, and this is just now me they think, oh, perhaps we don't even know. The guy might be incapacitated as we speak. We don't know. So if he's not speaking and we're only hearing from his special advisor or his media spokesperson, and the voice of the president is not either transmitted by recorded video or audio, or he not come out directly making a statement, but now from in media person with a hearing, then I'm sorry, there is a huge potential that guy might be incapacitated.
Okay, so I have other people joining the conversation. Kindly help me mute yourself if you're in this conversation. Please mute yourself, Princess and let me quickly let MOP.
Can you hear?
Yes, MOP, are you there? Yes, I can hear you. MOP, I would have rather loved to have MOP before you, Princess.
Can you hear me?
Yes, MOP, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Pansat, please help me mute yourself. I'll get you off the room too.
It's not from me. It's not from me. It's from Pansat.
It's Pansat. Please kindly help me. Pansat, please help me mute yourself. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Pansat, you and I there for California now. Please mute yourself, Pansat.
And I won't quarrel. More than no quarrel. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother now. Okay, thank you very much. So thank you, Precious. This is the first time I'm joining you, but I've seen you when you came on Dr. Damage. So I'm very glad to be here. Okay, you are doing a great job. Very great job. Awesome. So I wanted to make some comment. I'm going to be speaking directly to Tinubu. I think we have been in cycle. Let's not miss word about it. Whatever is trajectory in this country we call Nigeria. I love Nigeria. We are one country right now. In as far as I don't really believe that Nigeria exists. So let me call it what it is. I'm going to call it like I said. Things are really going wrong in that country, and you have the president. I heard what I think Flagship said. I know Flagship. I heard what he said about the press card and everything. So I'm not going to repeat that. Even I thought they said Tinubu is in France. I mean, you are the commander in chief. What is your main job? It doesn't really matter what Tinubu did or what the economy is doing, whether it's going bad or it's going good. If there's no security, there's no country. If we don't have security to safeguard the life of the people, what is the country for? I mean, today, from what I understood, Nigeria has been, I think they are in the global index of terrorists. They are now number 6 in the world. Can you imagine what's going on in that country? So let's not sugarcoat, whether it's there, I know there may be some political, there may be some political angle to this, maybe they are trying to unleash, because initially, late last year, what we are having right now subsided a little bit. It's not that it was eradicated, but right now it has exploded to a different level. There may be some political angle, but that notwithstanding, the buck stop with Tinubu anywhere, whatever is happening. So let's not sugarcoat the governor or whatever. We know how Nigerian constitution is. Tunumbu is the one has to be blamed for everything. If you're going to declare emergency, state of emergency in River State, which I find to be nonsense to begin with, why not declare state of emergency for the whole of Nigeria, particularly Benue and everything, Benue, Plateau, and the north, even the east, where I'm from, no part of the country is safe. And about three people, like what I had today, I was watching Niger Watch. Three people, had been quiet, in Edo State. And some people from, I think, some university students that was going from Calabar to Ondo State. I don't know if they lost their life, but they have been kidnapped. So how far can we be going with this nonsense going on in this country? There's no country, precious. We don't have any country, okay? That's how I've seen it. I'm not going to stay here because I'm in America, life is good, I'm enjoying or whatever. And this ravage is going on in this country. Are we call this a country? It's not a country. We have, I don't even know. I'm not a security expert. So somebody, because I was in a platform, somebody said, okay, what's your plan? What's your solution? I'm not a security expert. Tunumbu, what can you do? Come back wherever you are. If you are sick, you're an old man. I don't know how old you claim to be. It doesn't really matter. You know, people get sick. As an old person, you get sick. If you are sick or whatever, be very transparent to the people. Nigeria are very understanding people. They will understand. Where are you? Are you in France or are you in London? Nobody knows. I mean, Tinubu might as well be in Nigeria or somewhere, even in Niger, sick or whatever. Nobody knows. What kind of country is this?
Thank you.
I don't know, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Precious. Okay, nice for having me.
I apologize. Let me let Pensad call me. Pensad, well done. Welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Pensad. Pensat. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. A good show. Some of my favorite commentators coming in.
Well, people say they can't hear you properly, so I think you may need to wait when you pull over to talk properly. People can't hear you properly. I can see you're driving, so you may need to pull over so you can speak. All right then. Okay, we have to let you go. Thank you. All right then. Thank you. All right. Flagship, do you still have do you have something else to say? I'd like to know. Hello, Flagship. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Precious. No, I think I've said all that I need.
Yeah, do you have something else to say?
I've said all that
All
I
right.
need to say
Okay.
today. Thank you so much. The situation is
Thank you.
it's annoying to say the least.
So if it is annoying you people like this, that you're not in the country,
My
how will you
sister,
not
we
do
they
us
feel
now?
the pinch.
Those of us that will
We
have
they
to face
feel.
this story.
Not me alone. Now when they Nigeria and they feel the pinch. We when they hear the feel and too. Do you know what it takes? We Nigerians here in America, we have to defend. No, it's embarrassing when a fellow American they ask you say, "Ah, you're from Nigeria, right? What's going on in your country? What are you all doing about it?" It's embarrassing to stand and say you are a Nigerian, as it is right now, because a lot of the things we allow, a lot of things that are happening in our country, it's something that is not in the imagination of the people here. So when they hear it, they get concerned that if this thing is going on there and you all are not doing anything about it, there is a tendency that some no good guy for this side, he copy that thing and begin to act on them for America, which will begin to put a crack in their democratic system here. And of course, everybody they blame Trump, say in the run rampage with in colleague Elon Musk. This is the same idea that's going on there. So it concerns people here when they see it, and we will now stand and have to figure out how to say, oh well, no, it's hard to explain. You can't defend it. So many of our Nigerian people now, if I was in a conversation not long ago, well, today now what Thursday, I think on Monday, and a guy, somebody there was saying, "Oh, you are Nigerian, right?" My own fellow Niger brother denying country for my face. He's saying, "Now Jamaica I come from," because he just doesn't have the words to defend this nonsense when they go on for home, when we not to do anything about it. So yes,
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. Not alone at the film. We the film too. And for some of us, we really get good thoughts about our country, Nigeria. We want to see it better because We get children for here when we want to bring home. We get children here when they teach and they raise up knowing that there's a place where we came from that they need to connect with. But it's difficult to do that with this kind of thing that's going on. So we want it to be better.
I agree with you. Because nobody will even
So
advise
that
you
we
to
can,
do that. I can't even advise
when we
you to do
point
that.
home to our children, it will be a place they can reckon with and not a place they look down on. Lastly, I will say this. Remember when Trump was in office, the first time he made a comment and he called Nigeria. I don't know whether you allow words, this kind of words.
Don't use that word. Use that. I'm using on YouTube. Let me make a list terrestrial media because I don't tire for
a shithole country. Is that not really what this is?
Oh.
They shit and they piss on the head of the people there. And those that we call I know they call them elite. I know they like to use the word elites to refer to them, or leaders. They've not shown or displayed any form of leadership in the lowest hierarchy of what you call leadership. They have not displayed any part of it. So me personally, I know they call them leaders or elite. They are just some privileged people who happen to find themselves there. And unfortunately, they have bought citizenships in many different countries that if Nigeria,
they have.
If Nigeria goes up in smoke today, they are out.
They run up.
Now the people now go suffer. So make Nigerians, when they this country, if you hear your president is coming to any country where you are in, Nigerians, mobilize yourselves. Go there, make sure you are present. If he's attending a meeting, register to be a part of that meeting. Make sure say you see him. He come there, do what he say they won't do, and when it's time, go back home. If he's still refusing to go back home, make una gather a protest. By the time global media pick him up, say the president of this country, they here, and his citizens, they die at home, and his citizens in this country are protesting and pushing him to go back, except say not get shame for eyes. He go get up, go back.
Yeah, but unfortunately, ethnic affiliations and religious affiliations will let us down.
Well,
next thing now they go say, because in a southwest
but let me ask you this.
Because in a
Let me ask you
like
this.
this. You know that's the problem we have in Nigeria. And that's
for those who have that kind of thought process, here's my question to you. Is this ravaging and decimating act that is going on in Nigeria right now as we speak, does it know your ethnicity? Does it know your religion? Does it know your tribe? It's taking out everybody. So why you going to talk of ethnicity, tribe, and religion? It has no place here. Just like hunger doesn't know tribe, color of skin, or anything of that nature. Now we all the suffer. So it is either we come together and save this sinking ship now, or we all go down with it. Make we save them. When we get them afloat and take them out of sinking waters, then we sit down and have the conversation about tribe and religion. But right now we are going up in flames. So let's not fool ourselves. It's high time African leaders stop pulling. Tinubu, they try to pull a Paul Bear on us right now that rules his country from Switzerland. And Nigeria is letting this happen with our Nobel Prize winners that we have, our scholars, and everybody when we all sit down to watch this thing, and we come on the screen to speak big grammar every day, and we want to talk, say now we know past, quote history and all of that, and nothing is being done. How can we stop this nonsense? How can we challenge the World Bank? How can we challenge IMF to stop giving loans to these people? How can we make them not to accept these guys when they come to their countries? How can we make them confiscate their assets in the countries where they have them abroad to teach them a lesson? How can we stop this nonsense that is going on? Now, what are we supposed to talk about now? Not be who come from where. It has nothing to do with our survival as it is. It's obvious that they have failed.
Oh dear. Hello, Flagship, are you there? Hello, Flagship, you there? Flagship, you there? If you like Senator, don't cut you off. MOP, can you hear me? MOP, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Let me let Flagship go. Yes, you can speak. Go ahead.
Thank you again, Precious.
But just hold on. Before you do that, just hold on, hang in there. Let me quickly take this call. I'll get back to you since you're still in the studio. Hello, good evening and welcome. And just while I'm taking this call, let me quickly let you know that what do they call them now? Not central youths are lamenting and they're crying. They say they don't tire to bury people. Say they don't tire, or say they don't do burials tire. And the images of graves within the dig with that. Say they don't tire to do burial because say it be like saying that one week, one burial that they do. That they are tired. We're tired of mass burials. And especially Christian youths for inside the North Central, and then they lament and say the death toll is too much. So some of them they don't dig grave tire, so they don't tire them. But let me take your call. Good evening and welcome.
Sure.
Sir.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Who's this, sir?
Sylvester. I'm calling from US.
You're welcome, Mr. Sylvester.
We don't speak too much grammar. Nigeria is 1 week, 1 trouble.
God forbid.
I don't know whether you remember that novel, 1 week, 1 trouble.
Che Guevara, don't worry yourself.
The only way when we will take nowhere Tinubu Day, because I know say Tinubu Day for sick bed, they collect blood right now. That they give them blood transfusion. The only way when we go take no, I mean I carry Kajo Shehu Isonu, make it come pay ransom, we go nowhere Tinubu Day. That's all I have.
Ouch. Ouch, don't say that. This is not fair. Don't talk like that before they will say they incite insecurity for inside the state, the country.
Look at people when they die every day. Every day. Tinubu go, his son go, they say, my father is the best president. What do you want me to do?
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. All right, bye. All right, so MOP, back to you now.
Yeah, thank you, Precious. I mean, sometimes, I kind of, lots of word, how to describe whatever is going on in Nigeria. I mean, Nigeria has become an epicenter for, for terrorists, killing, a cycle of killings, I mean, like you properly stated, I'm looking at the video right now, you're showing from Benue State. So my question is that, where are the indigenous of, Benue and all those North Central?
Hello? Is this something kicking out my guests? Hello, MOP, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead. Go ahead quickly, please. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you, and I'm nodding. So if you can't hear me, I'm sure you see me nod. I can hear you. Oh dear, apologies. I think that would have been your network kicking you out. Okay, so flagship, you were still saying something. If you can hear me, let me let you land on that thought so that I can release you.
Yeah, you didn't hear me?
Yes, very well. I did hear you well.
Okay, so I think it's high time we need to come together, and Nigerians, except say we not get good heart for the country, even if you not get good heart, but at least try to do something to save those when you did it. You see that those videos and those pictures when you play, when we watch. You must be a heartless person for you not to shed
God
tears.
forbid, I beg.
For you not to shed tears.
Anything will go make anybody heartless like that. God forbid.
No, so we need to stop them. It has to stop. And finally, here's what I have to say. All right. So if the military in Nigeria, and I hope they are listening, if they think they are incapacitated or they are overwhelmed or they don't have what it takes to quell and quench this situation, how about call for assistance? It won't take nothing out of you. People countries they call for reinforcement. ECOMOG, Abi, still there now.
Absolutely.
They call them, bring these guys in to help us take care of this mess.
But you remember, say when one person talks, say they talk, say maybe they call for help, and they talk, say military say no, we don't need them, something like that.
No, if they say no, if they say no, then what the Abacha talk now true. When Abacha say if insurgency they go on for your country and it lasts more than 24 hours, hold your government responsible. If they say no, may they not call for help, then we have every right to say that the military they compromised and they have a knowing of this thing when they go on. So may they call for help. It could take what 1 week. America get, UK get, Israel get. May they call these people and call them to help Nigeria if they really mean well for that country. It will, in fact, we go sing their praises as heroes if they make this call and say, please come and help us eradicate this. And I bet you in a week it will be taken
Everywhere
care
go
of.
normal. Everywhere go normal. They're just using this thing to play rubbish politics. Everywhere go normal. But they're not a flagship. You yourself don't forget to. You don't forget, say Jonathan did it when he called Ihejirika to come and do his work. And Ihejirika was actually decimating these guys. They scattered them, they destroyed them. Boko Haram then.
And
Remember,
1980, no be make a,
this
no be
same
no no
Boko Haram where they use call them incompetent then.
exactly.
People like Bola Ahmed Tinubu then. Make I show you tweets. Remember what Macaroni tweets now? Where they use the remind Tinubu say, not be you tweet all these things
Yep.
about Jonathan then. Where your own turn now? What's in the apple? Remember all these tweets where he tweets about them then, right? So
Yep.
then they were saying that, oh no, he was killing. In fact, then they now say, oh, an attack on Boko Haram is attack on the north. Then remember then. That's what they started saying. That means somebody could do it then. Why haven't we had since then a military head like Ihejirika who's ready and has the political will to do this, to do away with these guys? Why will never get them? See all the messages in the type about Jonathan then.
That's to
knowing
tell
him will come back to his own turn now.
exactly. That's to tell you that the people in the north also are using this as a tool and a weapon. And in this very stupid politics when they play. So when Jonathan
Absolutely,
did
but
it,
somebody had an interview yesterday in I think Channel Television when he talked saying this in way he follow. He's a northerner. So this in way he follow northerners they do. Where anytime when northerners do day inside government, then go the cry foul, make them stop them. You understand? So obviously that's a game for northerners. Anytime they know because they were all quiet for the 8 years of Buhari, and in spite of how colossally bad and how much he
right.
failed. They were all quiet. They did not say anything. AR5 today that is coming to ask you how much your salary does for you now. He wasn't there to say that then because he was enjoying as governor.
Well, you know what they beat my imagination in when I hear about people like Erufai. My question is, why do we even give him an audience? Why did they put him on TV? These are people you don't listen to because he himself is a colossal failure when he was in government. How was Kaduna State when he was there?
Southern
Was it any
Kaduna
better? Was it any better?
This kind of killing where they happen now for Plateau State, maybe they happen for Southern Kaduna when
No, it will not. It will not in any way.
Oh dear, I think I've lost you again. The flagship. Hello, the flagship. Are you there? All right, I think I've lost you again. Yes, I can. Okay, flagship, are you there?
Yes.
Kindly wrap up. Kindly wrap up. Let me let you wrap up. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're a bit faint, though. You're a bit faint, though. You're sounding distance.
Oh, can you hear me? Is it loud now?
You did far, but just try.
Hello, Precious.
Yes, I did hear you. Go ahead now.
Sorry about. So, in summary, actually, what I'm trying to say is this: that there's no harm in calling for help. You know, Jonathan did it when Boko Haram just started, and when they cleaned up Borno State. You see Jonathan wear army uniform, he waka enter there. Waka around Sambisa, nobody fit do anything.
Yes.
It is possible. If anybody in the north is claiming not to know what is going on, then they are not doing any good. And to my northern brothers and sisters, look, now they suffer this thing as it is right now because the people who are playing you with this nonsense that's going on, this kind of problem not they reach them, not they touch them. Now they suffer them. So make una stand up for una own safety and for una own longevity for life. Make una at least muscle up courage to face this thing. And really, this will be my last, Precious.
Okay.
For Nigerians, please, it's time we need to start thinking about putting religion aside. Right? Take a break from religion for a month. Not go church. I will speak for church people.
You won't kill Nigerians when they no go church.
No. Listen, if you really want to leave, if you really want to survive, take a break out of that place. Your pastors, how many of them don't talk since this thing they go on? How many pastors don't utter one word, including the pastor of Africa when we say Nigeria day. He don't say one word, not one. Not long ago, he told us that Nigeria's problem is spiritual.
Yes.
Now today they tell us the reason why Nigeria they where they today so is not because Christians now they pray. Come on now, how many Nigerians practically live in their churches? If God was to have a favorite country, Nigeria would have been God's favorite country.
God has been really kind to Nigeria, really.
He gave us everything that we need to survive and to make it and to be better than the America of this world or the Dubai of this world or the Saudi Arabia of this world or anywhere in this world. Nigeria has everything it takes and it's strategic. Nigeria is in a strategic position. Make we stop this thing when we do. Now the effect of bad education, now be this now. Now hunger they take the torture of Nigerians now. Education and literacy, bad education, if they come up or if they load up or because if we don't do something about this thing now, declare a state of emergency in our educational system so our people are trained right and taught right to know and to do what they are supposed to do. Tomorrow, somebody go come there, go tell us, say, your brother not be your brother, and we go believe her. Now that they use hunger as a tool against us. So my words is, please, make una take 1 month off on our churches. 1 month. I bet you your pastors go talk. No go church, not put money inside. Not give them anything. No attend anywhere there. Stay for your house, pray. God go hear una. At least when I don't go church for years now, when I pray and the country they deteriorate. And don't let anybody fool you by telling you that if not be the prayers when church they pray since, Nigeria would have been worse than what it is now. That's the biggest fallacious lie on this planet. So make una take time off, make una begin to regroup on ourselves, begin to have conversation amongst ourselves. Go carry a copy of the Nigerian Constitution as it is right now, even though it is faulty. Get a copy of it. Make una from compound, they start to study, and if you not sabi read, I beg God bring person who know how to read. Make una begin to read that document line by line, and make the person when he know how to read explain everything. So una go understand una rights, una go understand what the governance be, una go understand what the expectations be, and maybe after that, una go find out say true. Now una the people be the honorables, not those guys when una they call honorable, your excellency, and whatever una they call them. And the reverse might be the case. So my people are beg, compound to compound, get a copy of the Constitution, make una they study them, do street to street, make una gather, study them amongst ourselves. When una finish from street to street,
when they make that one their Bible for now, for the only 1 month. Only 1 month. May they leave church, leave Bible. Just 1 month. If they want pray, may they pray their prayer for their house. God will
God, in fact, God go bless you more if you not do that one. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Because those countries where they plan to jackpot go so. Now what did they do with that? They know their constitutions. They know their rights. They know what belongs to them. And they know that their political leaders are really only assigned that privilege to lead them. And
pastors no go like this in way they talk. He wants
they don't like her. I don't want to like her.
I go cut out this part. Be like saying I TikTok I go post this part.
They don't dagbo our people too much. It's way long. It don't too much. Come on now. I see one the other day on the plane. I travel a lot for work. I see one on the plane the other day. I have to see if I get money by private jet. But he was sitting in first with me. And the guy, when he entered, if you see the entourage for Lagos, my sister, and if you see how they walk him through security, when we go into a place, I couldn't wait to see how this man will act when we enter America. For Atlanta here, Precious, you not go believe, say this man come, he stand for line. Like me. In fact, me.
Where the security day? They don't walk him through security for Atlanta.
Who he be? Oh, wow. He stand for line. He stand for line for visitors, my sister. But when he was leaving Nigeria, now red carpet they roll for him. So these guys, man, they are.
I beg you, tell us the pastor name. No vex. You know, sir, the journalist. I like to hear gossip. No vex. Just give us EG, for example. If it paints the picture, no call name.
Now one of the mega pastors. And they for South there.
Southwest, now from.
In
from Southwest.
No, in the South. 4 hours Delta there.
Our Niger Delta side.
Yes,
Hey!
you know our precious.
Eh,
Hey, you
eh.
know
Why you
where.
don't want 10 million? Or if you just give us the initial,
Even Delta State there, that big guy.
because you know they say holy water.
Now
They
one
say
of
holy
the
water.
years of
I
the
mean,
state.
now elder statesman, in the elder statesman, like elderly.
I know say I want to get oil well for Niger Delta there.
I don't give people export. Oh yeah, but could I go begin bigger to it? I don't know the person, but I appreciate maybe the private jet point because if we did like that, I suppose get private jets. Maybe the private jet no good at that time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying now. Look, it really doesn't make sense. So I beg, make una make them. If we not do this thing, I bet you Nigerians. Again, I say this: if you can fast 100 days, 100 days without food, I bet you can fast 1 month from church. And watch out if it doesn't have any effect. If, in fact, if they hear me now, I know so they could begin to shake. If their people go do this thing, take 1 month of your churches, go pray at home, and sit down and begin to regroup and figure a way out. Read that constitution. Pick your INEC paper. Read what it's supposed to be. What did it say? How's the election supposed to be conducted? What did be the process? How we supposed to be? What did this constitution hold for me? Who I be? As a Nigerian, what am I?
Maybe now one we don't read them, understand themselves. Now go conflict begin hold our National Assembly members them accountable. When some things inside that constitution pain our body, now we say come. Where the people were supposed they're responsible for this constitutional amendment, self to correct some things we no correct for inside. I get you.
Look, now mismatch, square pegs in round holes, pressures, right? Listen, those guys that are there don't even know what the Constitution is. The so-called privileged folks who are in leadership in Nigeria. Call them today and ask them, tell me what section of the Constitution speaks on this matter. You go begin to scratch it, baby. They don't know it.
Thank you, Flagship. Our time is fast spent. Let me let you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You've spoken so well. Thank you so much. I have to let you go. Apologies. Well, I get this emotional myself too, and sometimes it can be really tiring. This was one of the emotions that drove me away from mainstream media. I got tired of being gagged. So I can imagine how you feel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I don't know whether MOPC day. You go like give us your parting shots. MOP, you did there. Let's see. Mr. Mop.
Can you hear me?
Mop, yes, go ahead.
Okay, it's an abbreviation. It's man
It's okay. It's Mop. So I used to have a colleague in the media that had initial is also MOP, and I jokingly call her Mop. So just go ahead.
Okay. I'm lost of word because I know Flagship. Flagship has pretty much spoken everything. Like he always speak very eloquently. What I was going to say. So I'm going to speak directly to the president. As our president, it doesn't matter the way he came to office. It is what it is. But he need to come back wherever he is. If he's not sick, and if he's sick, he need to be very transparent to us, so we know about your situation. You delegate the responsibility. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me turn my TV. You delegate the responsibility, to the vice president or wherever, and do something. Something has to be given. We can't keep on going like this. Nigeria has become an epidemic. This is an epidemic. We need to call it what it is. I mean, it has gone beyond just Nigeria is not doing well or whatever. We are not well. To be honest, we're not well. I know we have our challenges in America where we are, but I can't compare with what's going on. Okay, we are fine here. So let's not sugarcoat it. Most people here in America are fine. The Nigeria are not fine. People in Nigeria are not fine. Our families in Nigeria, they are not fine. Things have to be given in that country. We can't keep on doing this. I mean, we were sold, let me summarize, we were sold with this illusion that Tinubu is a Democrat or whatever, build Lagos, but it's just an illusion. I think the guy doesn't have the spine. That's what is actually going on. It's all about election. He doesn't have the spine to confront, what's going on in the north. That's the way I see it, because he's afraid he's going to lose the election. But anyway, let me not keep you, but I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, MOP. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right, FIFA, Mike FIFA, you just tried to join us. I don't know, but you just speak small because time don't go. We're not already late.
Okay, no
Mike, you
wahala.
did there?
Yeah, I'm
Sharp.
here.
Just make them quick.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Tinubu, Don't enter
Sir, no, I
UK.
don't answer you, sir. Like saying I may be Tinubu. Over. Go ahead.
In don't enter UK now. They say anyone review what in don't do for the past 2
Okay, so
years.
you go review am for France. France
I
review no
beg,
work now. Use
waiting
your
be the
father to
team.
review.
Waiting be the team. Where don't do for that 2 years.
Okay.
Now waiting I want.
You dey ask me.
I don't know who I go ask.
Okay.
I beg, make I just leave him for that. May I leave
Okay.
him like that
Thank you.
until,
Thank you
until
so
him
much.
tell us waiting in the review for UK. Make I catch him
Thank
here. I dey London now. Make I see him.
na London you dey.
Yeah,
You know go follow
I
us go
thought
find
so,
for
but
go find our
currently now,
airport man for our airport. Whether they come back here.
I go begin look for him. Make I see him, ask him. Waiting in the review. I
All
beg.
right. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for being part of the show. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your calls, your reactions. I beg, if you never subscribe, help us now. Move this ministry forward. Oh, yeah. Go click on the subscription button and subscribe. If you never like this particular post, I beg, just make sure so you go like the post. And if possible, share them. Make your people them hear what's in they happen. If you even cut some of them, some of these things and way the different speakers and talk, just cut them, send them to your people them for WhatsApp, maybe for the year, so that they go the year, make the word they sync for everybody here. Mike, we they know what thing we supposed to they do for Nigeria and as Nigerians, so that one day we'll get that Nigeria for our dream. Abi will like the way we did. We will continue to do like this. Now so we go the day. I've been like this, we go the day. How long we will continue to do like this? So if we know so we want to come out from inside this position, what we do, we need to start taking action right now. And that action, now waiting make I say any matter we get to do with politics. Now pidgin English, I'm gonna use the break them down. Many Nigerians they don't understand. And I love the fact say flagship talk well and some of the things and when you talk on most of the things, it break it down for pidgin English. So when I'm not go talk saying that because you don't understand. Oh yeah, make we begin put smart for inside the talk. Spread the gospel, make Nigerians them hear am. Make we know what we're supposed to do. I love you guys. I'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow, God willing. This is a tough job for me myself because I have other things I'm doing. So it's tough for me to ensure that I'm here every day, but I'll keep doing my best because this is more like a mission I am committed to, seeing through. So I will continue to the make out time to the talk for the development of our country. I will see you on again tomorrow afternoon and then evening again, God willing. I love on a plenty. I been gonna make sure say on stay out of trouble and no matter what happen, protect your mental health and also stay safe. Make sure say your family is safe. I go see on again tomorrow afternoon. Stay black. God bless you.